Good morning, guys, and welcome back to another vlog. Let me get you situated so I'm not staring into the sun. Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, my name is Julianne. I am a nature-loving Canadian just trying to live my best life in Germany. I live in Germany also. And okay, so something that I've been hearing more and more about is I always forget the other word for it though. It starts with an M. I have to look it up. I can't remember. Seriously, every time I forget. Manifestation. Come on. I always forget that word. Okay, manifestation. That's the word I was looking for. And like, here's the thing. I feel like some parts of manifestation are like super believable and very like practical ways to achieve your goals. Like the whole point of it is to achieve your goals. Say if you want to buy a house, or you want to have a certain salary, or if I wanted to have more subscribers on YouTube, something like that. And a way to getting that is through manifesting it. So here's the thing. There's the kind of understandable way of doing it, which I've heard a lot of people talking about. And that's where you kind of write out your list of goals, but you write them out very specifically, like you're very specific about your goals, and then you kind of make a game plan on how to get there. You kind of work backwards. I'll give you an example. So me and my husband, someday we want to buy a house in Germany. So the housing market's kind of crazy in Germany. It's very expensive. So in order to buy a house, we need to save a lot of money for a down payment. To save a lot of money for a down payment, I mean, ways of saving money are either decreasing our consumption, which we already do, or increasing our income, which we're working on. Those are the basic steps to getting a house. And that just seems very practical and believable and reasonable. But then there's this whole other side of manifestation, which is a little weird. But I will say something. It has happened to me. And it's crazy. So for this YouTube channel, I started this YouTube channel in June 2020. Like pretty much right after COVID started. And I think my growth was like, you know, normal for any normal first-time YouTuber. And I think in the first winter of me being on YouTube, so it had been maybe like 6 months or something. And then I said, I will get 500 subscribers at my like 1 year mark of being on YouTube in June. And you know what? In June, I got 500 subscribers. And then even more insane is that after that worked, which I don't know how it worked, but it did. After that worked, I said I will be monetized by Christmas. And so if you don't know, you have to have 4,000 watch hours and you need to have 1,000 subscribers. So I actually got the watch hours like a month before the subscribers. And so guess which day I got my subscribers to 1,000, making me eligible for being monetized. It was Christmas Day, which is insane. And I don't know how it works, but it's worked. And there's so many other people that say you just kind of like speak it out to the universe. And if you're like really believing that it will happen and you're confident, then it's gonna happen. And it's kind of insane. So I don't know, what are your guys' opinions on that? I feel like some people almost take it too far and it seems very like wishy-washy. I don't know. I was listening on YouTube. The author of The Secret does like an audiobook, and The Secret is this book that was like hugely successful And pretty much the secret was the law of attraction or manifestation. And I was kind of listening to that book, but it almost made me like a little bit uncomfortable. So I stopped listening to it because it was just too much. But the other things I can get behind. So I kind of wanted to do a bit of a practice of I always mess up the word, of manifesting, and I just wanted to write down my manifestation goals and be very specific about it. So I will say that there are different there's different ways of like writing. There's like scenario writing where you're writing almost like a diary entry as if this goal has already become. For me, if my goal is to have a house one day, I would be like writing a diary entry as if I'm living that reality and I'm living in a house. As far as I know, that's like one way of doing it. And then the other way is just by writing, I will have a house with a garden. And you have to be like more specific about it. As far as I know, as far as my research has led me to believe. So I'm gonna work on that a little bit. I think it's just kind of fun, and yeah, I'm very interested in the whole idea of it. But I don't want to go like too far down the rabbit hole. Okay, so now I'm just gonna be very open with you guys, read to you what I wrote down in my diary, very personal. So this is like, I wrote like a full page just about the house that we're like dreaming about owning one day. And so part of manifesting is that you share your dreams and your goals with others. So this is me sharing my dreams with you guys. Here we go. My manifestation for our perfect house. I will have a beautiful home in a friendly community with a large garden. My garden will have an orchard, running ducks, a cut flower garden, and a vegetable garden. It will have large oak trees and a little stream nearby. My house will have exposed wooden beams and a large fireplace. We will grow citrus in our sunroom and tomatoes in our greenhouse. We will have enough space for our children and a large living room to gather with all of our family. There will be many large windows letting in plenty of natural light, and we will have a granny flat in the garden. So if you don't know what a granny flat is, it's basically like a little tiny guest cottage. And that's also like a goal of ours to have, is so that when we're living in our house, then like my family can come from Canada and they can stay in their space for however long they want to. So yeah, honestly, like these things that I have written are things that I have been like dreaming about for years already, and it feels good that it's written down. I have shared it with an audience, so let's just see what happens. So I just did something that was very big and quite an accomplishment. So for my physiotherapy Ausbildung in Germany, I need to first do a practicum in like a physiotherapy studio, and that's something that I've been kind of like preparing myself for. And also I've just been like researching different physiotherapy studios to see which one I would like to do a practicum in, and I found one that's kind of in our area, and I mean, just like right away I could tell that it was going to be a really great place. They have a whole team of people, and they do like so many different like aspects, like different types of physiotherapy, I guess. which is also really good, so then I can just like see more of what happens. And yeah, I finally got a hold of them today. Oh, and let me tell you, I was really nervous talking to them because it was over the phone, it's in my second language. I didn't know like how good the connection was gonna be or anything, and that can really affect your conversation when it's in your second language. So how it was is actually the last few days I've been trying to get a hold of them and I could never actually get through. So this morning I called them, I left a message for them to call me back, and then they did, and I like ran to the phone. I was out of breath when I picked it up, and then also I was just nervous. And then I remembered the little skit that I had memorized that I should say to them, so I said my part, and then I felt like so much better because they actually seemed like kind of excited. So I just said that I really wanted to do a practicum with them, and yeah, I'm gonna hear more about it like probably next week. I probably won't actually start for a few weeks, which isn't so bad. It just gives me some more time to like practice my German and whatnot. But yeah, I just wanted to share that because that is a something I've been a little bit nervous about lately, and it was a big accomplishment. And I will make like a very in-depth detailed video about it later, like after the whole process is done, for anybody who's interested in that and actually like getting a practicum spot in Germany. I'll just share my experience completely in a later video. Good morning, everybody. The sun is finally breaking through the mist. When I woke up this morning, it was so foggy and like everything was covered in frost. It was kind of cool, but it was really cold. So last night I went through this like episode. I'm sure everybody's done this at one time or another. Late in the night, you suddenly get that urge to just like completely rearrange like all of your furniture. I had like a smaller version of that. So in this room that I'm in, our living room / dining room, like we have really big windows here, but it only actually gets like sunny in here like really early in the morning because it's east facing. As soon as the sun goes up, then this room is like quite dark actually. But we have all of our houseplants in here, and I feel like they were really struggling before because I mean they were just kind of like on the floor or like not by the windows, and I think that they need more light. So I wanted to rearrange a bit so that they could be by the windows, and this is what I came up with. Alright, so don't mind my little workstation here, but we have this like old shoe bench from our last flat that we bought, and we brought it to this one, and it was always just kind of under the table, so we put it this way and put our plants on top of it so then they can be by the window, and like I hope they get better. This one is really weird because it's growing on such an angle, and also I've noticed that the new leaves are so much smaller. So if you know anything about that, let me know. I'm putting it by the window. I'm hoping that helps. We're also gonna go today and get a bigger pot for it because we need to replant it. So we have our plants there, our table going this way, which I think is okay. We still have like lots of space. And then on this wall, remember those few posters that I showed you last week? I think I'm going to put them up here and make like a little photo wall. So we're going to have a bit of a collage here, but really just with stuff that we already have. I'm not gonna like go out and buy more stuff. So this is our task today. I want to make this look beautiful. Alright, so I've been looking around, seeing what we have to play with so far for our little photo collage wall. I'm gonna try and use like as much stuff as we already have. So we have, so far, those 2 posters. They're like a full size 70 by 50 centimeter. We do need some frames for them, so I think we'll go and see how much frames cost. We're still kind of deciding like if it's worth it to get those magnetic frames where it's like, you know, it's like 2 strips of wood on the bottom and 2 strips on the top, and then the top ones have like a little anchor to hang on the wall. Yeah, we're not sure if we want those ones or just like normal all around frames. So we're probably gonna go to Bauhaus to just look at what's available there. And then we have this lovely mirror, which we got from Facebook Marketplace. And I don't know, I want to use it, but I think with this and 2 posters here, it'll just like totally fill up the space, and I kind of want like more artwork. And then we have some picture frames like this. They're just like honestly, they're just really cheap gold ones. And I think I'll maybe change the art inside. I'm not sure yet, but I think we have 3 of these. And I was looking on Pinterest getting ideas, and one thing I saw that could look really cute is, how do I explain it? They're like these round kind of hoops, and you drill them into the wall, and then you can place like a plant pot inside of it, and so then the plant is like on the wall, and I think that would be really, really nice. And I would go outside of my 2022 no-buy list because I said I didn't want to get any more houseplants. But I think that's just such a good idea, so I don't know. I could just maybe replace one of my plants that died last year. Does that still count? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Got back from a nice lovely walk outside. It was really, really cold. It was freezing today, although it was very sunny, but very, very cold. So you guys won't see until our next vlog when we do our little wall collage, so make sure that you are subscribed to my channel so you can see that. And we are gonna have a pizza night tonight. So if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel to see next week's vlog, and see you guys then. Bye. bye.